see.
Facebook.
Okay.
Hey, morning,
1
Facebook
minute.
folks.
Mainstream conservative groups as hate groups. So why should the rest of us care? Citizens should care, because labeling everything the left doesn't like as racist polarizes society and degrades civility. It's long past time for Amazon to put its owners and its customers' interests ahead of activists and the personal biases of management. I'm Jerry Boyer.
The Pepperdine Graduate School of Public Policy. Application deadline for all classes is June 15th. Learn more at publicpolicy.pepperdine.edu.
Are you single and trying to find just the right person using your computer or an app? Maybe you'll open your profile inbox one day and find a message from the perfect person for you. Maybe you'll go on a date and find they're more perfect than you imagined, and you'll fall in love. Or maybe you should call It's Just Lunch. They don't use computer algorithms. They use experienced matchmakers. Let It's Just Lunch help you find a real person and go on a real date. Get started today with a free consultation with an experienced personal matchmaker. Call 713-572-0900 or visit itsjustlunchhouston.com.
The following program, paid for by Right Path Real Estate, does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of the staff, management, or ownership of this station. It's time to get on the right path with Right
Hey, morning,
Path
Andy.
Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guy that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817. 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Tom Perry.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome to the show. Right Path Real Estate Radio. I'm hearing an echo. So if you can fix that, Nikki. Thanks so much. All right, so it's still there. Hey, so you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. Join live via the call-in hotline. Robert Orfino with JB Fund Services. Robert, welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, Tom. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Hey, Nikki, we're going to have to fix that.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. So Robert, sorry, every time I speak, I'm hearing an echo. I hope that you're not hearing that also, right?
I'm good on my side, Tom.
Excellent. So you, our newest resident to Texas. Welcome to Texas. More importantly, welcome to Houston.
Thank you.
So, how are you enjoying the weather so far?
It's lovely.
Excellent.
About what I expected. But the real atmosphere is the real estate deals, right? So that's what we came for. I can deal with humidity. I can deal with heat. But to find deals that are all over the place and are great margins, that's why we're here, and that's why I became a Houstonian.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to be in the hottest real estate market in the whole country, right?
Exactly, both literally and figuratively.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me about JB Fund Services.
Sure. So JB Fund Services is a crowdfunding company. What we do is we help entrepreneurs and real estate investors basically put together funds so that they can get the capital they need to do the projects they want to do. Here in Houston, what we've worked on is a program called Distressed Asset Real Estate, and that fund helps flippers secure 100% funding for their deals. And we evaluate the deal, we evaluate the flipper, and if it's good to go, then we'll produce the funds for that. And on the other side, to our investors, for the Distressed Asset Real Estate program, we're able to offer a 9% return and upwards to 13% because we split the profits on all the deals at the end of the year. So we think we have a very good program for both flippers and passive investors who want to make some money, certainly outpace some of the current markets out there, and help revitalize the community that we're in.
Now, one of the things that I've always seen is that when you have a wholesaler that gets started, oftentimes they're starting out with wholesaling because they don't have access to the funds to do a flip deal. But what they're doing is they're taking away a little bit of the profit on the flip, and they're leaving some profit on the bone for the guy that's actually going to do the flip. But if they've done most of the hard work in terms of finding the deal. Now, I find that there's, oftentimes wholesalers don't offer good deals because they've never actually run the numbers for doing the flip. So one of the things I love about y'all's program is that it would help a wholesaler actually do some flips that they're not getting all of the profit out of the deal themselves now anyway. And they'd make more money and have to do fewer deals. You know, what I've learned is if you want to make, let's say, $100,000 a year, and you can make $10,000 per wholesale deal, well, that means you have to do 10 deals in a year. Well, that's a lot for a guy doing it part-time, you know, trying to make ends meet, things like that. But if you're still leaving $20,000 or $30,000 on the deal for the flipper, then now that kind of changes the whole outcome. You don't have to do as many deals. Now, by partnering with JB Funding, I don't have to have the money in order to do the deal. So I see it's a great play for wholesalers or any new or even an experienced flipper. I mean, sometimes what happens is people putting their own money in a deal, right? And you run out of capital and you find another deal, but it's like, oh, you can't pull the trigger. JB Fund Services allows you to do that. Tell me how that would work.
I would 100%. I'll even take it a step further. There's probably two other categories that it would even help more. Is one, we work with contractors who are already flipping homes who say, hey, I just saw this great property. I talked to the owner. I think I can get the deal. I've just never figured out the money side of it. And they can partner up with us, and we'll get that process through. And if it's a deal, it's a deal. And then they can basically become their own investor instead of working for investors. That's kind of my path through real estate. I was a contractor, and then I became an investor, and that's what I've been doing. And then real estate agents, Tom. So there's a lot of flooded houses out there, and people will call the agent and say, hey, can you sell this house? And the agent will walk through and kind of, put on a little fake smile and say, yeah, I think I can sell it. But the reality is hey, there's a lot of problems here. And there's a lot of fixed-up homes on this market already, so this may not be a retail deal. So those agents or brokers that come across those properties that need some love and need some financing, not traditional financing, hard money, a gap funder like us, can come in and say, okay, we can take this deal, and I can flip it myself. So we talk to so many real estate agents who say, boy, I've come across so many deals. I wish I knew more about flipping because I could flip so many properties myself. I just don't understand the hard money and where the capital and all this stuff comes in. And so we can partner up with them and start making those deals happen as well. And again, of course, as well as the wholesaler. But that's more, wholesaling is more of a real estate investing insider versus just a general real estate community where we can work with contractors and agents and brokers and wholesalers alike.
So I've got a question that came in on the Book of Faces. Stan asked the question, what are the rates?
We have no rates. What we do is it's a partnership. So it's going to be a joint venture, and it's going to be a split of the net profit depending on how much expertise the person has. So if they're brand new, then it's going to be upwards to 50% of the net. If it's someone like a contractor who's flipped 20, 30, 40 properties already, then we feel comfortable that, the hardest part of the flip, getting a good contractor and getting it done on time and done well, if that's taken care of, then maybe we only need 25% of the net. So it's a range, and we negotiate, and we sit down, and we'll present our side and listen to their side of it, and we come up with what we both think is fair, and we can move forward on.
Yeah, and so to make clear exactly what this is more than just providing money. This is providing expertise also. And what I run into a lot of times in networking events is people, they would rather partner with us, and honestly, we've never partnered with anybody, and because we just haven't had the time. And I love the idea that y'all do that, because there's a huge market of people that are out there that don't have. First off, they may have a little bit of money, but not enough money in order to pull the trigger on their first deal. But more importantly, they don't really have the experience level to have the confidence that they're going to be able to manage the rehab and all of that. And so y'all bring not only the experience on the front end, where you're going to help analyze the deal as a second set of eyes and all of that. In fact, in many cases, it's a third set of eyes, right? But you're willing to put your money where your mouth is and actually partner on the deal so that the person that finds the deal, what they're essentially doing is increasing their margin off of what they would have gotten if they just wholesaled it, or a real estate agent that wouldn't have done the deal at all. And now they can sit back and watch the entire experience happen, and at the end they get the check and they've got no money in the deal. So when you start calculating the rate of return when you've got no money in the deal, how many deals could you do if you've got no money in the deal? You could do them all. I mean, that's...
Yeah, what's that return again? What is that return you and Jason love to talk about?
It's called infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so when anytime you can have an infinite amount of return, then there's no limit to how much you could scale that. So, Stan, I hope that answers your question. More importantly, what I know is it's not a matter of, hey, I find it, I'm closing on a deal tomorrow. Let me call JB, see if they can fund this deal for me. It doesn't work like that, right? This is more...
No, not at all. We need our due diligence. We need to do it the right way, especially if we've never done a deal together before. So there's vetting on your side, and then we like to send you through. We have 4 training modules that are online now. And you basically sign up for that, and we go through those 4 modules, and we say, hey, these are the basics we want you to understand. This is the critical aspects of a flip. The critical procedures during the flip. We've got to get through rough-in. If it's rough-in is critical, then we got to get the drywall up. That's another critical stage. And so we teach them all the critical aspects of a flip and where you really need to stay on top of your vendors. How to manage your contractors. We also let them use our Home Depot program, which allows them to save 13% on average. It's about a 13% savings on all the materials they buy at Home Depot. That just goes right to the bottom line for us. We vetted some good title companies. We vetted some good agents in the market, so we can work with those folks. And even stagers, right? We can get staging done about $800 cheaper than every other flipper out there. So all those little aspects float to the bottom line.
2 minutes.
And because we're involved in that flip, it really protects our investors on the other side who are putting their passive investments in and can feel comfortable that there's at least 3 sets of eyes on every single deal that we do.
So to get more information, you want to go to jbfundservices.com. That's jbfundservices.com, or call 1-800-901-0809. That's 1-800-901-0809. So in the last minute or so, what's the process? Somebody was going to pick up the phone and call, and then how long does it take to fund the deal and all of that?
It takes time.
Okay.
So we have the online training now just about ready to go, so that'll be available next week. People have to go online, do the online training, then they're going to submit to a background check. Our investors want to know that their retirement savings are going to people that we can trust. So we do a background check on people. We want to know about their experiences, their background, their education, things like that. Once that gets cleared, then they can start submitting deals, and we tell everyone we need at least 2 weeks to close a deal.
But I think that's reasonable.
Our contractors out there and review the deals.
Well,
and so if they bring us one with a week to go, we're probably just going to say no.
So because you do so much work on the front end, I also want to add that y'all are great. So you're also raising funds. So if anybody wants to invest in the fund itself, so to get these kind of returns with this kind of, risk reduced and all of that, to being able to do the right deals, you also need to call JB Fund Services at 1-800-901-0809. Hey, Robert, thanks for being on the show.
It's always great, Tom. Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks.
Mike's off.
Hey, Nikki, thanks so much for fixing that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, any idea what it was?
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre returns?
Yeah, there's there's a button I didn't push on the board.
Uh-oh.
Single-family real estate.
I hate when that happens.
I know, right?
Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9%
Have you ever had that happen on a cell phone call?
Waterfall.
You get that little echo right out, and all I know how to fix it on the cell phone call is just hang up and call again.
JBFundServices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to.
All right, Derek's on hold for
Awesome.
class.
You found or
And you said it's Derek.
Derek Long.
You don't know how much
Derek
work
Long. Wow.
To maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Taxes. Just the sound of that word makes people cringe. At Anderson Advisors, we provide tax reduction through asset protection for real estate investors throughout the country. Our unique philosophy has CPAs, lawyers, bookkeepers, and estate planners with one common goal, helping you, the real estate investor. Check us out today at andersonadvisors.com, and don't forget to tell us you heard about us at Right Path Real Estate.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Are you a realtor or seller that is concerned about the new TRID rules and closing on time? I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer at Legacy Mutual Mortgage, and we have mastered the 30-day close. We close on time, accurately, and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract-to-close associate. Give me a call today at 713-579-3611, and let's talk about how we can help you on your next transaction. NMLS 514497.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts, Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation
All right, less than a minute.
for
All right.
independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary peer work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
This is Business 1110.
All right, here we go. Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio. Practical real estate investing. Today is Build Your Team Thursday. We do Build Your Team on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so thanks for joining in. So next up on the show is Quest IRA. Derek, welcome to the show.
Hey, Tom. How you been?
I've been doing really well. Hey, y'all's expo was absolutely, the casino night. Y'all's casino night was absolutely fantastic. I had a blast.
You know, Tom, I wanted to take a special moment to say thank you for participating and your generous donations and everything. You guys were so fantastic to us. And like you said, overall, the total event was phenomenal. So thank you again.
Yeah, it was a great venue. It was a great charity. It was a lot of fun. Incredible networking. I can't wait till y'all do it again.
Yes, yes.
So let's talk about your next big event. I mean, I know y'all have events like every week. I mean, y'all do more events. I start thinking, man, we're doing a lot of events until I look at y'all and I'm like, oh my God, we're not doing anything compared to you guys. Y'all are doing like over 600 events a year, but you're also in multiple markets.
That's correct.
So it's like we're obviously in Houston. We have listeners in Dallas. We have listeners in all over the country. And I know y'all do events in Seattle. Y'all do events so many different places. But your next really, really, really big event is this expo that's coming up.
That's correct. So, honestly, we're hosting the first ever expo that's hosted by a self-directed custodian in Houston. So it's the first time this has ever been done. Guys, there's going to be 1,000 people there roughly. Do we have speakers coming in from all across the U.S. that are to speak on one specific topic that they're an expert in? So, we have someone coming in that's going to talk about flipping houses and doing the rehabs. And we have people coming in talking about notes. We have attorneys coming in so you can ask those legal questions. And it's really, really going to be unique. And it's going to be hosted in Dallas.
Yeah. The important thing about announcing that now is that it's going to be in August, and this is now May. And what I know is if there's going to be 1,000 people there, you want to go ahead and book your tickets now and book your hotel rooms, because I know we've already got a block of rooms because we're bringing a big team of folks, and I also recognize if you were to, without this expo, if you were to go and gather all the information that you would be able to get at the expo, you'd have to travel around the country and listen to each one of these experts talk about the one area that they're an expert in, and that would take you years to fit it into your schedule, and thousands of dollars of travel, expenses, or you can go to one place and all of those people. It's going to be like a giant. I don't really want to call it a mastermind, but it's going to be a mastery of minds at this expo, where in one location you can just hear speaker after speaker after speaker. So if you're into knowledge, if you're into growing what it is that you want to learn about this industry, that's the place to be.
It really, really is, Tom. Not only that, but a lot of the speakers we have coming in, if you go to their private events and stuff that they host, they charge roughly around $100 to come in and sit down and speak,
if not more.
Yeah, some of them sometimes even more. Quest is not in the expo business. We don't make money from selling expo tickets or anything like that. Our tickets are $150 a piece, okay? And that gets you into the event. If you want to spend $200, we can get you a VIP ticket, but we're almost sold out of those. The VIP tickets get you a special lunch and dinner with each of the speakers. So, but like I said, we're almost sold out of those, so we're not talking about them as much. But if you're interested, please let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. So aside from the expo, what else do you have going on in terms of events at Quest IRA?
So this coming Tuesday, we have a couple of free events that are going to be fantastic, which is just our class that we host every Tuesday at our office. This coming Wednesday, we have a private lender lunch and learn. Come in, get a free lunch, and listen to a little bit about some of the private lending deals that go on and get to meet with some of the real notes experts here in Houston. We also have a special event going on this Thursday in the evening, which is also a Flipping Houston event as well. So flipping houses in Houston.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's all going on next week just at our Quest office off of Park Row in Houston.
That's fantastic. So tell a little bit about the background of Quest and who y'all are and what you do, because I know we've get new listeners every single week. I don't want to assume that all of our listeners know who you are, so let's explain to them who you are and what you do.
So we are a self-directed IRA custodian. Pretty much what that means is you get to move your retirement account over to us, that old 401k or that 403b or a pension plan or an IRA from someplace else. You move it over to Quest, and you can use those funds now for real estate investments. Depending on the type of the account you have, you can either grow the accounts completely tax-free and not pay any taxes, or it can be tax-deferred. And so the biggest benefit about using a company such as Quest and using your retirement account for real estate investments is to avoid the taxation. A lot of people refer to our account as a tax-free trust, right? Or tax-exempt trust, excuse me. So honestly, when you're coming with Quest and you're looking for knowledge and you're looking for networking and you're looking to utilize those retirement accounts, it makes sense to use those funds to invest in real estate versus investing in bonds or CDs or large caps or stocks or something like that. So ultimately, this is really where our business has been built and everything's kind of grown.
So here's what I want to point. Jason and I have been talking for the last several weeks about the fact that single-family houses are one of the best places that you can park money for the long term, because it's achieving about a 7% growth rate on average. But when you do that within an IRA, and what I love about Quest IRA is there's some right ways to do that and some wrong ways to do that. But if you want to do it the right way, you want to give Quest IRA a call. That's 855-FUN-IRAs. That's 855-FUN-IRAs. QuestIRA.com. You want to make sure that you're doing it right, because you never want to get that letter that says, "Hey, surprise, we need to talk to you about this" from Uncle Sam, right? And so
correct.
Then the other thing that I hear people say is, "Well, hey, I'd like to get into flipping, but I really don't have the money." And by y'all putting together the educational events, what I realize is that the people that have money but don't really, they're in a different stage in their life. They don't want to get out there and work quite as hard and find the deals and all those. They just want to fund the deals. They just want to make their money work for them. Those people are looking to partner or lend to folks that are get out there and hustle and find the deals. And Quest is a great place to go and network and meet. If you want to do deals but you need money, go there. If you've got money and you want to fund deals, go there. There's no reason not to go to Quest IRA. And Tuesday is one of the best events that you'll have, because that's where so much networking takes place.
It really is, Tom. And you don't have to be a client to show up to any of our events. All of our events, we do our best to make every single one of them free. So please come in, show up, get some good networking, get some good, find the funding for your next deal. Lend your money out so you can start making money on your inside your retirement account.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
When I've talked to people at events about you guys, I've said, "Hey, you need to go open up an account at Quest," and they're like, "Yeah, but I don't have like $300,000." And to go and open it up. And I'm like, who told you have to have that kind of money? What would you say is the average size account at Quest?
That's such a broad question, because we have people that open up accounts starting at $50. We don't have an account minimum here, so we don't make money on your investments. We have people that have accounts with $0 all the way up to several million. Many times people open up those smaller accounts so they can do those short-term deals or just put a house under contract. And imagine putting a house under contract inside like a Roth IRA for, $100. Then you turn around, you sell that contract, and you made a couple thousand. All those funds come back to that Roth IRA completely tax-free.
Yeah, so that's one thing to point out.
Many times when you're looking at our accounts, they're smaller. So
yeah, and now imagine this. You can get really creative, because it's not only a Roth. But imagine that, some people are complaining about health insurance expenses and things like that. And for example, I went yesterday and had a chest x-ray done, just a routine, part of a physical, haven't had one done in years and years. And granted, it was only like $35. And that's because I paid cash. But do I want to use pre-tax dollars, or do I want to use after-tax dollars? So imagine that you put, $100 in an HSA. And then you turn around and you get a property under contract and you use $10 as your earnest money to tie up the property. And then you go out and you get a good deal on the property. I remember the first property that we ever wholesaled, we contracted it for $70,000. And we did it on a truck 1 to 4, and we put $10 of earnest money up. And then we turned around and we wholesaled that. I think it was Net Worth bought our first deal. And they paid us $117,000. So that's $47,000 that we made on our first wholesale deal. So that means that money could have gone back into that account. Then I'd have $47,000 sitting in an HSA, or sitting in a Coverdale, or sitting in a Roth IRA. When you're talking about being able to leverage that kind of money, that's crazy.
1 minute.
It's crazy if you're not doing it.
It just makes sense. It really does. I can't use that term, but man, you can build tax-free profits and tax-free wealth using all sorts of different type of accounts. So,
and all of those accounts are right there at Quest IRA. Go to QuestIRA.com, 855-FUN-IRAs. That's 855-FUN, F-U-N-IRAs. So QuestIRA.com. Hey, thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, thanks, Tom. You're always a pleasure.
All right.
Mike's off.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go to Jet.
Yeah.
All
Hold
right.
on 1 second.
Yeah.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement
Yeah, so we got.
in the US? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA
I guess just
to
come
fund
back
all of your
in
deals. Well,
like 15
you
minutes
can.
or so.
Quest IRA is based
Sounds
locally
good.
here
Like,
in Houston,
all right.
Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals. Call 281-872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the loan process. My team believes in putting people and culture before results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have the energy to make this your best home purchase ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team at Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer.legacymutual.com or call 713-579-3611. Again, Jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
This is Business 1110.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending has originated over 2,000 loans in Texas, valued at over $250 million. Jet Lending will help you evaluate your deals for free and give you feedback on value, cost of repairs, and potential loan amount. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals. Call 281-872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com. Oh, and don't forget about our famous Third Wednesday Super Investor Networking Meeting. Lots of fun, lots of great real estate talk. We'll see you there.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
All right, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. Joined live in the studio now by Mr. Johnny Cash. Actually, it's Johnny Hayes, but welcome to the show.
I go by either
Yeah,
one
right.
in this business,
Yeah,
Tom.
call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late to dinner, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Speaking of dinner, you bought dinner for how many people last night?
Oh, we had 660 something RSVPs. Weather pulled a little back, but it had to be 500 plus. Even showed up in the rain. And
You know, Jason and I were last week in an event in New Jersey, which is probably one of the largest events that takes place in all of New Jersey. We were there on Valentine's Day, and even on Valentine's Day, they had probably 200 plus people, and they said, you know, our crowd's about maybe down 50%. Normally we have about 300. And I'm like, man, you ought to see this event we have in Houston. And I don't know of anywhere in the country that has an event as big as the event that we had last night.
well, it's 10 years in the making.
Right.
We've been doing that event for
Yeah,
10 years.
doesn't happen overnight, right?
It doesn't. It's a great crowd. It's a great event. People come to learn about the real estate,
Yeah.
and it's just a good atmosphere. Find out if you want to be in it. Great networking, and we really enjoy putting it on for Houston.
Well, you know what's interesting is you've got money there because of you guys.
Yep.
You've got long-term money because of Vizio that's there.
Yep.
You've got financial advisors there like Anderson, you know, attorneys and CPAs. You've got Quest IRA there for people that want to invest in self-directed. You've got contractors, you've got inspectors, you've got flooring. I mean, it's like you've got
Title
insurance.
company,
Yeah.
insurance.
I mean,
mentorship,
foundation,
right path
right.
real estate.
Foundation companies. I
Yes.
mean, you've got not only that, you've got wholesalers, you've got buy, fix, and flippers, you got buy and hold guys. I mean, you've got people
Renter's
that
warehouse.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's everything under one roof. It's an absolutely amazing event. So thanks for putting it on.
Oh, great time. Thanks for being there.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us about the different kind of loan programs you guys have. So
Yeah, the biggest thing we do, Jet Lending, is we're an asset-based lender.
Right.
We go out and raise the money for the real estate investors.
You know, I was explaining that to I had lunch with a buddy of mine. Probably he's my second oldest friend. We've known each other. I've known him. I was 11. He was 7. We grew up three doors down from one another. So we've known each other a little while. We were having lunch, and he's like, "Hey, how's the real estate thing going? What do you think about the flooding and all?" You know, like probably a lot of your friends asking the same thing. And I said, "Well, a lot of people fund their deals with an asset-based loan." And he goes, "What does that mean?" And so describe what does an asset-based lender mean?
Well, basically what we do, we loan against the property.
Right.
There's value there in the property, and we loan on the future value of the property, what it should sell for once it's fixed up. We call that ARV. So we'll analyze a deal for you. You bring a deal to us. We'll loan on the ARV, and we loan you up to 70% of that
Now,
value.
that ARV, that's the after repair value, and that's the value. So if you're buying a house that needs foundation work, it's got termites, it's got flood damage, it needs a roof, it needs kitchen updated, bathrooms updated, needs new flooring, needs new paint, needs new everything, right? You can predict when it's all fixed up what that property is going to be worth. In fact, we've been using a predictive future value, a PFV.
Oh, gotcha.
We created a new term because, different from an ARV take comps into consideration. But as an investor, I'm risking my money and some of your money we're risking together, right? You've got a lot of experience, and what I'm trying to do is predict what's that future value, taking into consideration all the factors maybe a comp won't take. Like, is it on a busy street? Is it back up to commercial? Because comps don't necessarily they have high-tension power lines behind it. It's what makes that property unique, and we're trying to predict that future value.
Oh, exactly.
So it's part psychologist.
Yes.
And it's part economics 101, supply and demand, how much.
Hey, sales comps are only part of it. And you have to be out there and see the environment
Got to drive
around
the
it.
comps.
You got to see that.
You got to look at the elevation.
Hey, we even look at actives as well to see how much actives are in the neighborhood, how much inventory's there, how long is it going to take, see what the market trends have done. And we don't look like appraisers the last 3 or 6 months. We look over a longer period to see what kind of trends have happened in that neighborhood.
It's funny, that's one of the questions that we ask at our weekend retreats, like, hey, how far back do you look when you're running your numbers? And most people say, oh, well, 6 months. I'm like, well, do you ever look past? Like, oh, no, don't look. And, there's a lot. People take a little piece of information, and then they apply it, and they stick to these rules. And one of the things I was like, why would you want to not look at data? I mean, if you think Buffett only looks at a stock price over the last 6 months,
the more information
right.
you have,
we go back 5 years or more.
Exactly.
I mean, we go back. If I were to pull up HAR right now on my computer, you'd see that my standard search starts at 1,000 days, and then I look at how many data points do I have at 1,000 days, and do I want to expand it even further? I'd rather know what did the house next door to mine sell for 5 years ago than know what a house that's across the neighborhood sold for yesterday.
Well, we always unlimited the street.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Right.
Just to see what's always happened on that street.
Right. That's
because if you don't have many comps once you start pulling, you still got to pull or go deeper deals until you can get some sort of information, and then you can make your decisions.
Right. We were looking at a deal just recently on a duplex, and we were seeing that the appraiser, because they were trying to compare a duplex to a duplex, not to a duplex to a single family. We had this duplex. It's down in Webster. I mean, it's walking distance to the hospital, so great for rentals. It's being rented for $1,350 per side, so $2,700 a month in cash flow. A cash flow monster. But it didn't appraise very well because they went not Webster, they went all the way to Texas City to find
a comp, there wasn't much there.
So they had to go 6 miles away into another city, and you're like, that's not a comp to our property. I mean, so they're not. I'd much rather own it, even if it now decided, hey, I want to buy all the duplexes I can get right
around that
area. Yeah, none have sold though. That's the problem.
Well, and that's what's kind of in our business, Tom. When people submit us deals, and you look at everything, if it makes sense, it's a deal. Let's do it.
Right.
Okay. If it doesn't make sense or the numbers don't work, that's not a deal. Let's walk away from that and go find a deal that makes sense, that you can make money, and that's what we're there for with our experience, to help these guys make sure they get in good deals, and we help walk them through so they can do more deals.
Yeah, that's the number one thing that we see is that with the level, I can't think of many people that have more experience than you guys do at looking at the number of deals that y'all have done.
Well, and we tell people, we're not just a lender, we're investors.
Right.
We've been out there flipping houses since 1999. We've done over 1,500. We've done over $250 million
and you've made
worth
money
of
on
loans.
every single one of those, right?
Of course, yes. But
no, I say that in all seriousness because I know that's not true. Because that's one of the fears people have. There is life on the other side of losing money. Now you don't want losing money on your first deal, right? Because that oftentimes knocks people out of the game. But y'all have lost money on deals before.
Yeah, well, the key is up front, what you're buying it for and what you loan on it.
Right.
And if you analyze it correctly up front with the numbers, you got about a 95% chance you're going to make money on those deals.
Absolutely.
Now, there are factors that come about, like Hurricane Harvey or different things that happen, or hurricanes, some other events, or contractors getting over on you.
Right.
But there's events that you can protect yourself. That's why when you're in this business, you buy deep.
Right.
You've got to have a pretty big spread because things do happen in this business. And if you're covering yourself there and you do things the right way, you should come out on top 95% or more of the time.
Yeah, in fact, one of the metrics that a lot of people use when they're learning how to do this is ROI. And we teach against ROI because ROI can't really be calculated until the deal is done, right? So you can't go in based on an ROI. We teach margin is all that matters. That you got to have a massive amount of margin because margin is your insurance. It's your safety factor.
That's your safety net right there. And I heard a good thing last night. You said there's people out there that have gone to other places and they've done a bunch of deals with making small profits through other mentors where y'all are finding these guys deals with bigger, doing it the right way.
Right.
You make more money on 5 deals than you did on 40.
Yeah, right.
That's how you're going to stay successful in this business.
Absolutely.
You got to have that spread.
Well, it's the only way you can build it as a business, right?
Exactly.
Because one little blip, if you're working off a small margins, you're taking all the risk. And, as investors, people understand how to calculate the reward, right? It's really easy. But very few people understand and learn how to calculate the risk that's involved there. And so that's a metrics that people have to.
And every house has a different risk.
It does.
Depending on where it's located.
Correct.
And there are other factors involved. But if you give yourself enough room there and spread on your flips and calculate all your costs, things happen, but you have enough skin there that can absorb some of that and you still make money on your deal.
Okay, so I'm joined here live in the studio with Johnny Cash, Mr. Johnny Hayes at jetlending.com. jetlending.com, 281-872-7800. That's 281-872-7800. So describe to me, like, how many different types of loan programs do you guys have?
Yeah,
it's not like y'all do just one loan and you're done, right?
No, it's not just the flipping is our true asset base,
Right.
but we also do a lot of business with landlords.
Okay.
We have what's called our temp to perm program. It allows people who are buying properties, they want to buy, fix, and hold and put a renter in there. Instead of basing everything off of loan to cost, they can come to us and we base it off of loan to value on our first closing. Then they refinance long term based off of the future value, and they may be able to get in deals with no money out of pocket. And that's very attractive for people to save their reserves so they can do more deals and build a bigger rental portfolio.
Absolutely. If you want to find out more about that program and many others, the way to get started, you don't find the property first and then get the financing in place. You want to get the financing in place first. So you want to be able to call jetlending.com, or actually go to jetlending.com on the internet, or call 281-872-7800, 281-872-7800. Speak to one of their loan advisors and just get a package filled out. It's only a couple of pages.
It's a one-page app. All we ask for, fill that out, send it over with your proof of reserves. You got to have some money to be in this business.
Right.
And we'll get you a pre-approval letter out that same day, and we'll help analyze your deal at no cost.
Is $10 enough?
There's no charge for that.
Is $10 enough reserves?
Probably not for this. You're not. So.
But what about the no money, no job, no credit crowd?
Well, let's don't believe everything you see on when you can't sleep at night on the
Right.
late night deals.
Right.
But like I say, on the asset base,
Right.
if it's a deal and it's smart, we'll make a deal for you. But you got to have some reserves there. Even if you don't right now, still get approval with us. You find a deal, bring it to us. We'll either buy it for you or help sell it to one of our approved clients and let you build your reserves up and start off as a wholesaler.
Don't count yourself out of the game. Give them a call, 281-872-7800. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Tom.
That went great.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders?
Hey, Tom.
The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Hi, Clint Coons here, attorney and avid real estate investor. You know, the greatest mistake real estate investors make is not understanding the potential liability that exists from owning real estate. At Anderson Business, Legal, and Tax
I'm back.
Advisors, we specialize in protecting
All
real
right.
estate investors
All right.
in all 50 states.
Oh, you texted me.
In addition to
I didn't see
structuring your
that.
business for optimum protection, we provide guidance so you pay the least amount of taxes available under the law.
Oh, I timed
We
it
have
perfect, didn't I?
150 employees that range from
You did
lawyers
good.
to
We got 30
CPAs to
seconds.
estate
All right.
planners and much more. Download our free ebook, The Invisible Investor Strategy, today at andersonadvisors.com or call for a free risk reduction analysis and financial blueprint at 800-706-4741. Anderson Business Advisors will help you keep more of what you earn. Call us today at 800-706-4741 and mention Right Path Real Estate.
This is Business 1110.
All right, hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, practical real estate investing. Jason and I, we've bought, fixed, and flipped. We've wholesaled. We buy and hold a lot of different houses. We know how to do it from a marketing standpoint, from a sales standpoint. If you want to learn how to do what we've done, how to run it like a business, I think that's what makes us unique in the marketplace, is that we've built a business that buys over 100 houses a year. And not many people have done that. And if you know how to bake a cake, you can't just, 10x what you're doing in order to get to 100 cakes a day. And by the same token, if you know how to buy a house, analyze a deal, all that, you can't just 10x it to get to 100 houses a year. So what you really have to do is understand what your real cost of your business is. You have to understand, all the different expenses. You have to understand what your selling costs are and what all goes into your selling costs. You have to understand what your profit should be. You need to be able to calculate what your construction costs are, your holding costs. That's a big one. We see a lot of people miscalculate what they're holding. First deal that we ever lost money, we had done over 100 houses in the Houston market before we ever lost money on our very first one. And, it's a little bit like playing the game of baseball. You're going to get some singles, you're going to get some doubles, some triples, some home runs, you're going to hit some grand slams every now and then. So many times people are looking to try and they're searching, the term is called searching for alpha. Alpha means that you're trying to be the best performance, so you're trying to go for that grand slam every single time. You're like, the problem is, what happens when you come up to base or come up to bat and there's nobody on base in front of you? It's impossible to hit a grand slam if there's nobody else on base. So in real estate investing, you could hit a grand slam every now and then, but you don't want to build a business out of only doing grand slams. Learn how to build a business on doing singles. It's okay just to so you got to understand how to get your money correctly. You've got to understand that there's lots of different options and pros and cons for each one of those. And you have to be able to understand that. So if you want to learn those kind of things, what you ought to do is you ought to go to rightpathrealestate.com. I'm going to go there right now while I'm on the radio. Go to rightpathrealestate.com. Register for our next weekend event. It's called the Pathway to Income and Wealth. Now, a lot of people say, Tom, will I learn everything I need in order to be successful in real estate investing? And the answer is yes. But knowledge without action gets you nowhere. You will learn it, but the question is, are you going to put it into action? And so not only do you get the knowledge, but you also get the accountability. You get the help along the way. When we see people that are struggling, that have gotten involved with our group, we're able to, sit down with them and say, hey, where again is it you're trying to get to? And let's design a path to get you there as quickly as possible. So all you need to do, our next event is going to be June 16th and 17th. It's going to go from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. all day Saturday, all day Sunday. It's going to be right here at our Right Path offices. That's 11451 Katy Freeway. Now, the Thursday before that event, we're going to have a big event that's going to be at, I believe it's the Holiday Inn Crown Plaza. And it's going to be, you're going to have case studies. You're going to be able to, wouldn't it be great to be able to walk up to someone that's been a student and say, hey, what was it like when you first got started? That's what a lot of people ask me. Hey, Tom, what did you do when you first got started? And I can tell that story over and over and over again.
1 minute.
But the market's changed. So I wouldn't start the same today like I did back then. What you really want to know is, where am I trying to go to and how am I trying to get there? And that's what we help you discover, is where is it you're trying to get to? Are you trying to build wealth, or are you trying to build income? And then what's that dollar amount? And then is that reasonable in terms of a dollar amount based on the skill set that you have currently? And the beautiful thing is we all have the ability to grow our skill sets. Like right now I'm trying to learn Spanish. Also trying to learn how to play the guitar. I've picked that up once before, but that's a skill set that, no one's born knowing how to play a guitar, or, that kind of stuff. So we all learn that. Nobody is born knowing how to speak English. So go to rightpathrealestate.com. And Jason will be here with Investor Friday tomorrow.